Human-environment settlement, transport and communication. There was a time when man was no better than any animal. He led a nomadic lifestyle, moving from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Then, man invented agriculture and started leading a more settled life. The earliest settlements grew near the banks of rivers where water was easily available and the land was fertile, facilitating agriculture. Gradually, development took place. Trade and commerce grew. Industries were set up and the whole picture changed. Settlements. Temporary. Permanent. Rural. Urban. Temporary. Places which are occupied for a short time where people practice hunting, gathering or shifting agriculture are called temporary settlements. Permanent. Places where people build permanent houses are called permanent settlements. Today we find mostly permanent settlements. Rural. The villages have rural settlements where people are engaged mainly in agriculture, animal husbandry, forestry and related crafts. The population is small. Urban. Urban settlements include towns and cities. Here, people are mostly engaged in non-agricultural activities such as trade, industry, administration, banking, commerce, etc. Urban settlements have larger population and more amenities. There was a time the houses built here are thick-walled houses, often having thatched roofs using local materials like stone, mud, clay, straw, etc. Generally, the rural settlements have poor facilities like roads, schools, hospitals, post offices, etc. But the government is making efforts to provide better amenities in rural areas, and today, several big villages have all the basic facilities. Basic facilities: transport, communication, airways, waterways, railways, roadways, personal communication, mass communication, roadways. Roads are the most universal mode of transport. They are ideal for individual needs. Roads are the best means to link the rural and urban centers across the country. Most developed countries have good network of roadways. We have the national highways connecting all important cities across the country and state highways and district roads which connect all cities and towns with one another. Railways. Railways today are the fastest means of land transport which are very suitable for long distance traveling. They are the cheapest means for transporting heavy goods and raw materials over long distance. The construction of railway lines depends upon the relief features, climatic conditions, density of population, and availability of resources. The network is more developed over the plains as compared to the mountainous regions. The Indian railway network is a very well developed one and is the largest in Asia. Waterways. International trade is carried on mainly through waterways. Water transport comprises of two types: inland waterways and sea and ocean routes. Inland waterways. The inland waterways include navigable rivers and lakes, width of the waterway and the continuity of water flow. Canada. The Ganga-Brahmaputra river system, the rivers Nile, Amazon and Mississippi are some of the important inland waterways. Sea and ocean routes. Sea and oceanic routes are mainly for international trade and are connected through ports. Some important seaports are Mumbai, Singapore, New York, London, Sydney, etc. The important ocean routes are North Atlantic routes which connect North America with Europe, the Mediterranean Sea, Indian Ocean route connecting Europe with East Africa, South Asia, Australia and Far East, and Cape of Good Hope route which links Western Europe with Western African countries. Airways. Today, air transportation is the fastest and most comfortable though expensive, means of transport. It can cover across mountains, deserts, thick forests, and along ocean stretches with ease. It is extremely helpful in times of calamities and disasters and can be used for rescue operations and distributing essential stuff like food, medicines, etc. Air services are of two kinds: domestic airways, which fly within the boundaries of a country, and international airway, which connect major cities of the world. Air services. Communications. Communications is the process of sending and receiving messages and ideas to others. The invention of printing press, radio, television, the development of satellites, radar, and computers have totally revolutionized the communication system. Over the last few decades, the importance of communication is being increasingly recognized in disaster management. A number of countries have set up disaster management informatics systems according to their own needs. A good communication system can help in averting and reducing the impact of disasters.